One in seven drivers today suffer some form of driving anxiety. The worst of these is motorway panic attack. The problem is there tends to be only one sort of framework for treatment for all the different forms of driving anxiety, and that doesn't work. Some people genuinely have a motorway phobia. People who have never gone out there, terrified of just the very thoughts of it, break out in sweats. Like people who have arachnophobia, who are afraid of spiders. But motorway panic attack syndrome is when you've been driving a long time perfectly on motorways, and then one day you have a panic attack. And then after that, you believe yourself to have a motorway phobia, but you don't get arachnophobia from playing with spiders safely and happily for years. The same as you don't get motorway phobia after you've driven safely and happily for years. Motorway panic attack syndrome is very different. What happens is an anxious state, which has become your norm, which you may or may not know about, spills over while you're on the motorway, completely unrelated to the motorway, just it's general anxiety overspill. Where that overspill takes place is indelibly stamped in the amygdala, and a pattern is learned. When I go out onto the motorway, I feel panic. That panic is a release of adrenaline, cortisol, chemistry, neurotransmitters firing off. You know, we go into fight, flight or freeze, or palm sweat. Our chest tightens, we feel chemicals rushing down our arms, we can't control our hands, we feel a sense of disembodiment. And over time it gets worse and worse and worse. And then we can't drive on motorways. I know this because I suffered it. And I was going to treatment for driving anxieties and it wasn't helping, it was getting worse. So over the period of 2 years I reverse engineered it. So if you suffer it, I have the solution to it. I drive perfectly normally now. My last drive was a 13.5 hour round trip from West Sussex to Cornwall and back again in torrential rain in winter, so it was dark most of the time. I'm living proof that it can be fixed. It feels impossible, but it's not. I've done it and now I can teach you. If you want to know, have a look on our website shown above, motorwayphobia.co.uk. If you know of someone who suffers it and you're thinking, oh really, that's a thing, I thought it was just me. Most of us think it's just us. It's not, it's a thing. Click a follow. I'm going to do a few more videos on this, but you know, add a comment, I'll get back to you. Agree with me, disagree with me, I don't mind. Let's get a conversation going, but let's get this out there because there's nothing really effective out there. I know I spent thousands on failed therapy. I'm not blaming the therapist. They were treating me for what they believed I had, but I didn't. I had MPAS, Motorway Panic Attack Syndrome. So you're not alone. It's not just you, and there is a solution. Get in touch with us. Get in touch, please. We can put you right.